I get so many DMs a day of people asking me, what do you think about this investment or this stock? And how should I set up my portfolio? What percentages should I have in it of XYZ? And here's what I tell all of them: I can't answer that for you. And here's why. Because one, I'm not a financial advisor. And two, I don't know your investment goals. So, what is an investment goal? Now, this is how I define it. Others might define it differently. An investment goal is, what do you want your money to do for you? Because clear goals and an honest look at your risk tolerance and your comfort level with that risk are the foundation of any successful investment plan, especially when your focus is long-term growth over 10 plus years. So you have to think of investing like planning a road trip. You don't just get in the car and start driving without any sort of plan of where you're going. You need a destination, which is your goals. You need a vehicle that fits your specific trip itinerary. So whether that's a Jeep versus a Mercedes versus a bike, and a driving style that keeps you safe and comfortable. So that is your risk tolerance. You have to first answer the question, what do I want my money to do? And don't be vague. Don't just say, I want to be rich. That's not a goal. You could say, I want $300,000 for retirement by the time I'm 60. That is very clear, and you can work backwards from that goal. So I like to organize my investment goals by time horizon. So what do I mean by this? Well, I have a now, a soon, and a later. So for me, now is anywhere between 0 and 2 years away. This could be things like making sure you have a fully funded emergency fund, maybe a weekend trip, and small purchases. This money usually should stay in cash or in a high yield savings account or CD, because preservation and access matter most here. Then I have my soon category, which for me is anywhere from 2 to 10 years. This can be things like a down payment on a house, a car, graduate school. These are things that you need to be cautious about. You can take some risk, but you do need stability as the goal nears. Then I have my later goals. So this is anything 10 plus years. Retirement, long-term wealth, maybe college for a toddler. This is where long-term investing and growth really shine, because you have the time and the runway to plan it all out and to ride the ups and downs that inevitably come in the stock market. I like to use the SMART framework for these goals, which means they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So specific, what exactly is the goal? Retirement, down payment on a house, children's college fund, financial independence. Measurable, how much do you need? Achievable, is your savings plan actually realistic based on where you're at right now? Relevant, does it actually match your values and your priorities in life? And time bound, by when will you need the money? So you have to answer all of these questions for yourself. Everybody is going to be different. And this is why when you DM me and ask, is this a good investment for me? Is this a good stock for me? Is this a good breakdown of my portfolio? I can't answer that question. Only you can answer it once you have answered all the other ones in this video. So I hope that helps. Follow for more personal investing and finance content, and you can sign up for my free weekly newsletter where I go over all of this in more depth. It's linked at the top of my page in my bio.